Yo, it's your man C. Scott. Welcome back to Coffee Grind. This week, now I know, yes, we took a week off, but this week, got a treat for you. I'm here with my girl, Natalie Fikes. I traveled up to Atlanta, did a few coffee grinds, and this week I'm gonna start you off with Natalie Fikes. Now, Natalie Fikes, motivational speaker, right? She is a life coach. She is a one-woman show. Yes, she acts. She is an author. She pretty much does it all, helps people on a regular basis. I'll leave the link to the young lady that she's helping out in Atlanta. But anyways, this week, she's gonna be dropping all types of jewels and knowledge. We're gonna be talking about celebrating your own successes, celebrating yourself. We're also going to be talking about not getting stuck in your last success. That was one that hit me really powerfully when I heard it. And we're also going to be talking about your secret sauce. Now, this is, of course, going to be a two-parter because once we started rolling, it just went crazy, okay? So I want you to go ahead, make sure, you're probably going to need to watch this a couple of times at least. So go ahead, get yourself a pad, get yourself a pencil, get yourself some good coffee like what we have here at Coffee Grinder. Also, if you're in Atlanta, check out Caribou Coffee. That's where I did a couple of my shots at. They have this thing called the Turtle Mocha. It's delicious. Anyways, key being, make sure that you're ready to absorb all of these jewels that's about to hit in, because we're gonna hit you right now with this week's Coffee Grind. So get you some good coffee and let's get it going. Let's go, yo. Let's go. I'm gonna take this breve. Hold on, one more sip. All right, now you can watch the video. I don't know what's about to happen next, but here we go.
Here we go.
Here we go. So I always start off with, first of all, thank you for being here and doing this. It's like,
You're
so
welcome.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be that type of chat.
Yeah.
So now that's out the way. So let's talk about drop them names.
Them nuggets.
Them nuggets and names that you were just. We got into too much. Before we started hitting record, y'all, and we just had to shut up before. So go for it. You're going to be doing.
I just got booked
Boom. There it
to
is.
speak at the same conference as Elizabeth Gilbert,
Boom.
who wrote Eat, Pray, Love, and my girl, Lisa Nichols.
It is.
So let's start there.
So how did that come about?
Well, a lot of faith
Okay. Yep.
and a whole lot of grind.
Mm-hmm.
And my secret sauce, which is my message, is to just be yourself.
Right.
It's really just to be yourself.
Right.
So this time last year, I was at a conference and they had a speak off.
Okay.
And
I didn't even know that was a thing.
it's about to be a thing
Yeah.
because they was just like, oh, we're just gonna have a speak off, and there's
Okay.
like 10 of us.
Okay.
And I won.
Right.
I
Nice,
won
nice.
the speak off. And I'm talking people who are speaking at, the big names, the companies,
Right.
all that other stuff,
Right.
got the PowerPoints and the click and all that other stuff, and got the whole situation. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just go up there and be myself.
Right.
That's it. Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
And ended up winning the whole speak off.
Nice.
Tip number 1, you never know who's in the crowd. You never know who's going to be there. That's why you just got to be yourself. And I'm
Right.
talking about Class Clown 1998. I'm talking about all of it.
Yeah. Just let
All
it flow.
of it.
Yeah.
Chris Rock, TD Jakes, let it all flow. All of it at the same time.
Chris Rock and TD.
You know what I'm saying?
Just smash
all of it.
together. All right.
All of it. They were like, boom, and then hallelujah, and then whoa, and then hallelujah. And just have a good time,
Right. Yeah.
And I won, and then there was a speaker's agent.
Okay.
And
crowd.
I followed up. Tip number 2, follow up. You got to follow up.
Yeah, that's huge.
And followed up, didn't hear anything back until 3 months later.
Gotcha.
asked me if I would speak at a conference. The answer, tip number 3.
Yes.
The answer is always yes.
Figure it out after.
Figure it out later.
It's yes and figure
Yes,
it out.
and figure it out later. It's like, what's the name of your speech?
TBA. To be announced.
And my number 1 universal tip, 1 through forever, is pray. Pray, because everything that is inside of you has to come up,
Right.
or it's not real.
Right.
So I make it come up.
Yeah.
And it was Unleash Your Inner Winner.
There you go.
They loved it. I was like, yeah, do this.
This is me, son.
Yeah, son. And so went on the stage and winged it. Same way, winged it.
Just being just that.
Just being myself.
Authentic, yeah.
I had a hot pink
Okay.
trench coat
Okay.
in Colorado Springs, Colorado.
Okay.
It 800 people that don't look like me, bald headed, looking straight out of Wakanda. And I'm sitting there saying, the reason why you are where you are is because you're stuck in your last success.
Woo,
See, you're not looking for the underdog to come for you.
Wait a minute. Can we hold on?
Yes.
Hold on. Wait a
Let's
minute.
rewind it back.
The reason why you are in your own way, and then maybe let me make sure I'm saying this right, because you're stuck on your last success.
Remember,
Jesus Lord, that's
That's deep.
powerful. No, that's powerful.
remember,
That's wow.
remember Love and Basketball?
Mm-hmm.
Remember when Monica, she was trying to prove herself, you know, and everything, and she finally hit that shot. Boom! And she was like, yeah! She's like, Monica, come here. Show me that thing again. And she's like, now stand there until you get tired of it.
Right.
Right? And so what happens is you still stuck
Right.
in the last thing that you did, but what you don't know about the underdog. I've been the underdog my whole life.
Yeah.
Nobody is passing me the ball.
Yeah.
So the moment I accomplish something, yay! Work.
Let's get to the next thing. Yeah.
So while you sitting there talking about back in 2007, I accomplished this.
Right.
No, I said, because this was like January, February. I said, it's 2018.
Right.
I want to hear nothing about 2017.
No,
It's
no.
already 2-3 months in. I want to hear what have you accomplished now. And they're looking like, wow, I did a round off
Okay.
on the stage.
Okay.
You
Okay.
and
Yeah.
this is me.
Yeah.
This is me in parenting.
Yeah.
This is me in church. This is me wherever I am. You understand? And that's your sauce. So the thing is, whatever you get into,
Yeah.
you got to
Just
bring
be
your
you.
sauce.
Yeah.
Be
Yeah.
you. And so when I teach on leadership and all this other stuff, I'm like, stop trying to make people what you want them to be. Let them be who they are. And
Right.
that's how we get success
Right.
together.
Right.
So, man, so one
Yes.
thing led to the next
Yeah.
thing. Tip number 5 is one opportunity should lead to the next
Oh
opportunity.
yeah. Oh yeah.
That's it.
Oh yeah.
I've been getting booked just from one opportunity.
Oh yeah.
Now my whole 2019 up until July, I'm in negotiations with the World Credit Union Conference
Okay.
in the Bahamas
Hey.
at Atlantis.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Just from
Yeah.
being yourself.
Yeah. And not being afraid to take that action. If I were up like that. We 7 minutes in. I'm just looking. I'm looking at
Listen.
the time. I'm like, we 7 minutes in, and the video's done. We good. Y'all chill on that for a little bit.
Be yourself.
But no, seriously.
And this is coming from the girl who I'm born Jamaican,
Okay,
a Jamaican family, in a time when a child is to be seen,
Yeah,
but not
I
heard.
heard, yep.
Stay in a child's place when there has never been a place for a child.
Right.
And then when that child grows up, she's still stuck and being seen and not heard.
Right.
She's been told, you chat too much. You always have the stuff for attention. You always have something to say. You always this, you always that.
Yeah, yeah.
Little did they know that it was my gift.
Right, right.
But if you don't step out
Right.
in your inner winner, that thing that is telling you, this is what the grind is about. I don't have the money. I don't have the knowledge. I don't have the contacts. I don't have none of that.
Right.
But this thing in me is saying,
It's
go.
got to come out.
What?
Yeah.
Go.
Right.
And you're like,
Like, yeah. I don't know how, but let's get it. Yeah. Yeah.
that's it. It's
Yeah.
about trusting yourself. Because for years, we've been giving it away to everybody else.
Yeah.
Trust yourself. And guess what? If I fall, it's okay.
Right.
Get back up. What did you learn?
Right.
Go back out there again. And sooner or later, I realized that sooner or later, they're going to be like, you back again? And they just going to start clapping because they just feel sorry for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I'm the first one clapping for me. Whenever they introduce me, they say, Natalie Fikes. I'll be like, ah! And they immediately start laughing like, you better celebrate yourself.
You have to. You have to. You have to. You absolutely have to celebrate yourself, because there's gonna be those times when ain't nobody gonna do it for you. And you got to get in that habit of, celebrate yourself. And it's one of those things that a lot of people, I don't know. I think it's just that people don't. I think it's maybe arrogance. I guess I think they think just celebrate yourself, but you have to. You have to celebrate yourself. I don't know what is in the people's mind state. I haven't delved real deep into that, but you have to.
I'm going to tell you.
What's that?
Because you might do. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is.
Go for it.
And I learned this from one of my greatest mentors,
Okay.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. We all have mentors. And mine is Rudolph.
Okay.
Okay, so Rudolph, they used to laugh and call him names.
Yeah.
They never let him play in any of the reindeer games.
Right.
But then now his name is down in history.
Yep.
Okay, so
Right.
how do you get there?
Yeah.
This is what I learned, is that we are all Rudolphs.
Yeah.
See, it was one Rudolph against all of the reindeers.
Yeah.
But what I have found is that if you go up against the other brown-nosed reindeer, it's red
like
underneath
something,
there.
yeah, there,
But
yeah.
they got so tired of being called names, never getting to play in the reindeer games,
Right.
that they started to,
Right.
oh, well, let me do it like this, or let me do it like that.
Right.
You understand? So when Rudolph Natalie comes around and she's like, woohoo, give it up for Natalie. The
Right.
ones that are, it's like,
You're like, yep. I got that too.
they're like, no,
Yeah.
don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so what I've realized is that the more you don't allow them to let you put the concealer on,
Right.
sooner or later, those are the same ones that come to me afterward and say, girl, that was so good. Keep it up, sis.
Yep.
Them type of things.
I needed to hear that.
They
Yeah.
need, you understand
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
saying? It's
yeah.
hard to be out here. I cry in the shower all the time. Sometimes I sit there and I'm just like, God.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So I won't lash out on other people. But it's hard. It's hard. My kids come home and I'm like, baby, wipe your nose.
Right. Right.
It's hard.
Right.
But you gotta contend for yourself.
Yeah.
You have to. But after you've been compressed like I have my whole life, I gave my voice up.
Yeah.
I gave it.
Yeah.
Literally. Let me tell you why. I was a habitual new kid.
Okay.
Always
Okay.
moving around.
Always moving. Okay.
Cliques already established.
Yeah.
Dudes already counted for.
Yeah.
There's no place for Natalie.
Yeah.
Oh, my name is Natalie Fikes, by the way.
It's all good. I do a whole intro on you.
All
so.
that, yeah. Hey. So, cliques all established and all of that. What I did initially, all the way up until high school, was I would go to one school and see who was the cool person.
Okay.
When I went to the next school, I would be the cool person at the next school.
Yeah.
So if they was hard,
Yeah.
I was hard. until they start saying, we don't like that.
Yeah,
So
okay.
then I go to another school,
Yeah.
and that person was nice and chill. So guess what I would be? Nice and chill.
Oh my
I
gosh,
got a
yeah.
PhD in pretending. You understand?
Yeah.
I would do all this. That also played a role in the fact that I just started my own one-woman show.
Okay.
And but it
Because,
there's purpose in your pain. There's
Yeah.
all of that.
Everything happens for the reason. Yep.
For a reason. So don't waste your scraps. Don't waste your pain.
No.
Don't waste none of that. And so when I finally got settled in high school, 2 years I was gonna be at the same place. It's like, yes. And so I finally got in with the cool kids.
Okay.
Oh snap! And not just
You were at that
any
table
cool
at
kids. What? The cheerleaders.
Okay.
Oh snap! Because I was always the one girl in the dude group.
Okay.
They didn't want to be cool with me, and then I went to dude group, so now I'm a hoe. You understand? But I'm like, where am I supposed to go?
All right.
But they finally let me in. I said, come on, Nat. We got this. We're going to be normal.
Right.
Right? And so the head chick in church, it was clear. It was clear. And she was like, hey, y'all, let's go to this thing. It was a church singing.
Okay.
She got the lead. So we in the back. And it's, she's singing shoo-wop, shoo-wop, and we're like, shoo-wop, shoo-wop. She's
Okay.
singing shoo-wop, shoo-wop.
Okay.
We're like, shoo-wop, shoo-wop. She said shoo-wop, shoo-wop. And then I go, shoo-wop. Everybody stopped.
Yeah.
I was like, girl, we didn't know you could sing. I was like, me neither. Me neither. Something just, it was so beautiful. And so they were like, oh. She gonna sing shoo-wop, shoo-wop, and then you're gonna ad-lib shoo-wop, shoo-wop, and then we're all gonna come in. And we're like, oh my God. And I looked over at the head chick in charge, and she gave me that look, like,
You got that stare down.
and I was like, got it. So when the day of the show came, she said shoo-wop, shoo-wop, and I took that microphone, and nothing came out.
Really?
Nothing. See, what I didn't realize was that look that she gave me was, don't you dare.
Right.
You better not outshine me,
Right.
or you already know what's gonna go down. And I was like, don't worry, boo. I already made a pact. I was gonna be sick. I was gonna be normal.
Right.
So you ain't got to worry about me. I will not mess this up for us.
You mentally put your concealer on.
Yo, I put that concealer on,
Yeah.
and nothing came out because I wanted to be normal. I wanted to fit in, and it cost me my voice.
Right.
Woo!
Wow.
And I'm the world's greatest MC.
Right.
I'm a professional speaker.
Right.
I get paid. People pay to hear my
Your
voice.
Yes.
And I gave it away. So I am on a mission. The grind, my grind, is to help people get their voice back.
Right.
Because I know I've been everywhere. I'm the professional new kid. I've been a people watcher. I know when people are pretending.
Right. Right.
Whenever there's compromise, there's pretending. Whenever there's comparison, there's pretending. Whenever you're pretending.
Right.
Because in Natalie's world, Natalie is Michelle Obama.
Right.
In your world, you are Obama. You understand what I'm saying? Everybody is king in their
own
domain.
story. Yep.
So whenever you start playing the extra,
Yeah. I like that one. Whenever you start playing, Lord Jesus, because there's so many people I see doing that all the time. And plus you can tell because they're not congruent. Let me try that again. Congruent. Their body is not matching what they're saying or doing. And you're like, let's see how long this going. like, How long are you going to play this? Oh, okay. You still playing that role?
You
okay.
still playing that role.
Yeah.
And I should be an extra in your story when it comes to service.
Right.
But when it's time for me to do what I do,
Right.
I gotta show up.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But you looking at them people. That's what they did to Jesus. Ain't that Joseph, boy? Wait a minute. Ain't that the carpenter? Wait a minute. You always got something to say.
Right.
Because you are worrying about the fans in the stand running your plays instead of the people on the field getting it like you.
Right.
Well, you know you ain't got no college degree. Or you know you ain't got no money.
Right.
You know you supposed to be home with them children.
Yep.
It's always gonna be something.
Yeah.
But that thing inside that's telling you, do what I tell you to do. Your GPS.
You gotta listen to it.
You have to.
You gotta listen to it. Yeah.
That's where depression and I call it compression.
Okay.
Because all you're doing is holding that thing in. It becomes compression before it comes depression.
Yes. Yes, I agree.
And you're holding it and you're holding it. And that's what anxiety is and all that. It's make a decision.
Right.
Make a decision. I say, now, it's like a gas bubble. You got two choices. Because it doesn't just go away.
No, at all.
You either get up and excuse yourself, or you're just going to have to suffer the consequences.
Right.
Know yourself.
Right.
But it doesn't just go away. It implodes.
It's coming out one way or another.
Listen. So when you in the bathroom, because you trying to be cute during the little interview, you trying to be cute.
And you're like, oh God, Jesus, why?
Why?
Why did I try to be so cute? And but you're right.
You gotta go for it responsibly. I hear people say, just jump, just go, just do. Look at here.
I'm gonna let you speak on that because look,
If you scary and you gotta know you scary.
Right. You know yourself.
You have to know yourself. You sitting here talking about you going to jump and you're not a risk taker.
Right.
You know that every time something happens, you break down.
Right.
Don't jump, just walk.
Right.
And you have to walk before you jump. You have to.
Yeah. And I think some people can just take off that cliff and just jump, but that's them. That's how they're designed for. And I think that a lot of people give this generic kind of advice or motto or whatever you want to say to just you got it when it's your time, when it's your right time. But like I said, some people are just that. I'm gone.
I'm gonna do it.
I'm out.
And then you know what makes me very irritated
Go for it.
is you hear people say, and it's all a part of our testimony.
Okay.
But when you are irresponsible and then make that your testimony, I have a problem with that. If you're born into or marry into or come into some circumstances, it's a testimony of how I came through. If you went and spent all your money and ended up in foreclosure and bankruptcy, that's not a testimony to me. You squandered your time, your money, your this and that and everything, and praise God he brought you through, yes. But that's different from someone who really had to work their way out of a situation. Right. You understand? Right. Your relationship broke up as a result of you squandering your money. I done went through a divorce. I done went through a foreclosure. You were irresponsible.
Self-imposed.
Self-imposed.
Yeah. Let's just throw that out there. That's self-imposed.
We talk, Jesus was beat on the cross. You beat yourself on the cross. It ain't the same thing.
You went to the cross and you took a nail You're like, oh, nobody told you to get your butt out there to begin with. Why are you up there?
It's not the same thing, boo.
Yeah.
It is not the same thing. We have got to be responsible, and that's the whole jump thing. Jump and be responsible.
Right. Right. A lot of people got a little, like some small jumping they need to do before, you know, they got to, you know, like I said, they got to, let's jump and know yourself first. You know,
jump into that.
Let's jump into that first. All right. And then what you're saying in the big one now, I talk about, let's jump into taking responsibility. Yeah, you go worry about those other jumps after that.
Everything else is pretty much smooth sailing at that point.
Let's take those small jumps that's going to lead you to that real one,
and
that big one.
There's one thing I tell people all the time, that there's one thing to want to do something.
Yep.
There's another thing to be born to do something.
Right.
So don't look at Natalie trying to take courses and do this and do that because you want to do something. Because you'll never understand how Natalie got here. Because I was born for this. Right? Yeah. And so when you jump in and doing all this other stuff, I've been punched in the gut. I've been, my whole life. The first line in my book is I woke up every day feeling like an irrelevant, nobody's, nothing. And guess what? That's what keeps me going, because when people throw shade on me, I'm like, I'm shade proof. I've been going through this my whole life. Right. But then I got people that's out there like, I went to this and then all this other stuff, and I'm like, that's the cost. That's the cost. I was born for this. Jesus was born to go to that cross. I use him a lot because that's my dude. I'm like, yo, they tried to play him. He wasn't passive. He knew his stuff. The crowds was again the same people that was like, all hail, all hail. They was like, crucify, crucify. I was like, yo, that look like me. Cause she was cool with me yesterday. I got my hair done and now she not talking to me.
It was all good just a week ago. Like,
about a week ago. And so you have to like know what you were born for. Remember, fish have swim already in them. Birds have fly already in them. They say, well, there's flying fish. Yes, but not all fish fly. If you're a flying fish, cool. But you gotta know, don't be out there jumping out the water like.
And them flying fish still gotta get back
they
in that water.
They still gotta know. When you get up there, you make sure you know how long you could be out. And stop trying to mimic everyone else. Yourself.
That's huge. And you're right on that. And it's funny because, like, I always, you know, like we were kind of talking about before, like my thing is to become a public speaker and to help people with that, and, you know, my success coach. And I've always was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be Black Tony Robbins, Black Tony Robbins, Black Tony Robbins. Good friend of mine said, why are you trying to be the Black Tony Robbins? Why don't you be John Scott? I was like, ooh.
That boy good.
I was like, she kicked me in the gut, but it felt so good. I was like, but no, you're right. So many people are trying to be this type of person, this, that. When most of the time the people they're trying to be like, they're so secure in themselves.
They're just being them.
And then boom, the magic happens.
That is where the magic happens.
You have to.
So I believe that our purpose is has face recognition.